Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. And yesterday we started the chapter Children at Work, and today we are going to start the second part of the lesson. And in this lesson, as you know, rag pickers are discussed. So, I you can see the picture of a rag picker on your screens, holding his bag on the back, and look how in unhygienic conditions they work, and they are vulnerable to very harmful diseases. And in this picture you can see a child working and holding a really heavy bag full of dirt on his back. Look at this girl in the picture. Look how in a dirty condition she is working, and I think she is also deprived of the childhood enjoyments, childhood entertainment, and education also. So let's start the reading of the chapter. So, students, I am starting with the points. Velu follows his friend through the crowded streets to a big building. Behind the building, there is a big garbage bin. Velu wonders why they are there at all. So, now they have crossed the railway station, they have come out of railway station, and now they are standing at the side of road and trying to cross it. And Velu is a bit scared of crossing the road, as this is the first time of Velu to cross the road, and such a crowded road also. So Jaya, the girl she met at the railway station, helped him to cross the road, and look what she's saying. What do you think you are doing? Grazing cows? If you stand around in the middle of the road like that, you will be chutney. So, how confident the girl is. She knows that if anyone will be standing in the middle of the road, the vehicles uh, will make the person chutney. We all know chutney in India, na, the crushed vegetables or spices in a paste. It's So Velu's heart was still beating fast. He looked back at Central Station and traffic speeding by. How had they managed to come through that? So he is very feeling strange that how they can cross such a crowded street. They walked along the side of the road under some signboards, huge signboards. Velu looked up at the pictures, banyans, car tires, pens, and a woman holding a box. So these are all kind of hoardings they can see, signboards they can see by the road. The writing was all in English, so he didn't know what it meant. So by this we know that Velu can't read English. The girl turned onto a big, wide bridge and walked up. Velu stopped and peeped over the railing. Under him, the road ran into the city. In a distance, he could see huge buildings, stars, and more roads. So, this is the particular scene of a city or any city. See that big building with the wall around it. If you are not careful, you will soon be counting bars there. The girl grinned and pointed at a huge building. So, that's a jail. Velu squinted and read the Tamil sign, Central Jail. So by this we came to know that Velu can read something written in Tamil, but he can't read English. And the building where Jaya was pointing was a jail, and why they will be arrested if they will not be careful? Because they are child laborers. They are working as laborers or rag pickers in the street, and if the police will see them, they will put them behind the bars. Why? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to do anything. Just don't get caught, that's all. What does she mean? Velu wondered. Meanwhile, the girl was already heading down the bridge with the sack on her shoulder. What was in it? He had seen her putting plastic cups into it at the station. What are you carrying in that bag? Things, bottles, paper. So this is all the Jaya, the girl, was carrying in her back. Velu wondered what she was doing with them, but he felt shy to ask any more questions. It was still morning, but the sun blasted down the tower, and Velu's bare feet burned. So it is very hot, and they are not wearing any footwear, so their feet is burning. It was not like walking on a mud road. He was soaked with sweat. He tried hard to walk in the shade, keep up with the girl at the same time. She walked really fast. How far away was the food? So the girl is very habitual, adapted to these conditions, so she is walking very fast. But Velu is new to these things, new to this condition, and she is trying very hard to make up with the girl. After almost an hour of walking, they stopped in front of a big building. Sri Rajarajeshwari Prasanna Kalyana Mandapam, read Velu slowly. A sign with letters made of flowers said, Guru J.V. Vinayagan, Bride Rani. Velu stared at the big cars parked outside. One of the cars had a flower garland and roses taped onto it. So, this is the marriage palace, and a marriage is going on inside, and a car is decorated for the bridegroom. The girl looked around, pulled one off quickly, and stuck it in her hair. So the girl, Jaya, take off one of the roses and stuck it in her hair without anyone looking at her. Come on, she said. Are we going to eat here? Asked Velu, looking at the huge hall and people inside. Hopes, said the girl, shaking her thumb under the nose. So these are just hopes for them, eating in such a big building. Look at the spirits, or how they really know their conditions that they can't eat in such a big buildings. She led him behind the hall. There was a big garbage bin overflowing with rubbish. Two goats were standing on the pile, as you can see in the picture, fighting for a banana leaf. A cloud of flies buzzed around their legs. There was a rotten smell in the air. The girl picked up a squashy banana and held it out to Velu. So, here's your food. So, they got the food. Velu got the food after 2 days from the garbage bin. That too, a squashy banana from the trash. Look how unhealthy, how unhygienic they are eating, and what are the conditions these children are working and what they are eating. It's just pitiful. Shoo, what do you think I am? A dog? I only take untouched food here. Some more, catch. She threw him a vada. Velu looked at it with distaste. So she was very disgusted after looking at the food Jaya is giving to him. Come on, hero, eat it. You think I like it? I told you I'll find you something to eat. Don't think I have money to buy food for you. You would better eat what you get until you have your own money. So Jaya don't have anything to purchase food, so and in this condition, when you are earning your own money, you are earning your own bread, you have to purchase your own food. So nobody is going to purchase food for anyone else. Velu hesitated, but his stomach squeezed him again. He gulped down the banana and vada. His stomach felt better immediately. He could have eaten at least 10 times more, but the girl could find only one more banana which she ate herself. So, look at the condition of these children, how they are working and what they are eating in such a bad condition. One one can fall ill after eating such unhygienic food. It's too early. They have only eaten tiffin. If you are still hungry, you will have to wait for them to finish lunch. You can wait if you want. I have to work. I am going. She picked up a couple of bottles from the heap and threw it into her sack. Then she walked off. So Jaya told Velu to wait if she want more food, and she collected the plastic bottles, which is her work. As a rag picker, she collects all the trash which she can sell at the garbage shop and gain some money. So she collected the bottles, couple of bottles, and walked off from there. Velu panicked because she is the only known person in this new city. She realized that if the girl left him, he had no idea where he was and what to do. It was better to stick to her. She seemed to know her way around. He ran after her again. So the girl is very confident. She knows where to go, where to eat, what to do. So Velu started panicking without her, and she followed her. Hey, he called. He did not even know the girl's name. Hey, what's your name? He asked, hurrying behind her. She stopped and turned around. Oh, ho. So you have been following me around without even knowing my name, Jaya? Jaya, I am not following you. What then? Who got you food? Can I come with you? Where are you going? Come in if you want. This bag is full. I have to go home to get another one. So they are going together to Jaya's home, and the bag is full. The rag bag is full, and Jaya is going to get a new one. So she is going to home. So these are the conditions these rag pickers works, and this is the condition of child labor in the country, and particularly those who are working as rag pickers. So we should always help them and complain if you see any child labor around you. So that's all for today, students, and bye. Do the given questions and write keywords of this chapter in your notebook. Bye, students. Take care.